Hi, Sue, isn't it? Sue? Oh
It
yeah, yeah, you said you were gonna call. How are you doing, Sue?
I'm doing just fine, thanks, Bob. Now, I'm going to say something right off the top is that I know you are of a certain age, but I also know you're as sharp as a tack.
As a talk. Where were we? Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, of an age. Not quite sure when exactly that was or where it was for that matter, but I remember there was this German guy running around the world in the news all the time, making a mess of it. Kind of reminds me of that guy that got down there in Washington D.C. What's his name? Stump, Rump, Dump, something like that.
Yeah, I think you're on the right track there. But what that would mean if you, Methuselah, were actually wandering the face of the earth at that time is that these radio mysteries were part of your childhood, I guess, right?
Yeah, kind of grew up with them. I mean, you got man, that's what we did. At night we listened to the radio, and the family was around. That those big old wood radio things, or Philips or Zenith, one of those ones looked like tombstones in a cemetery. And they weighed a ton. One man threw his back out 2 or 3 times moving that thing. Yeah, yeah.
There was something about the radio mysteries that's been unlike anything else that we have experienced through really any media. Why do you think they were so successful in their time?
Well, in their time, well, for one thing, they were cheaper than going to the movies. Got to remember when they started, it wasn't all that prosperous at the time, and they 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 not everybody could read neither. You got to remember that it was popular. It was popular because it was entertainment. It was at night. It got your juices going. When you could read a book too, I suppose.
Well, we live in an age of almost a visual assault on our eyes with videos and tiny little TikTok videos and Netflix documentaries. We can get the picture at any time like that. But I think one of the things I love about these radio mysteries is that I close my eyes and my mind fills in the picture. And it's a unique experience then because somebody sitting next to me can be experiencing the same thing but slightly differently.
Exactly. So I mean, I spend a lot of time in the dark. Sue. It's as a kind of a lifestyle thing.
I'm not going to say anything about that, Bob, but I am going to say, why did the radio mysteries sort of fade away at one point then?
Well, they faded because of just what you were talking about, the visual thing, the television, and the movies got bigger and better, and I don't know. I don't know, but it lingers. It lingers on. I mean, the sound is all a part of those things too. If it wasn't for sound, they wouldn't be.
Exactly, and it's been interesting to see the fact that sort of for now have Dolby sound in the theaters and even ever more effort to make the sound extraordinary.
That's so, and it's scary stuff, mind you. I kind of enjoy it, but not the way it used to be.
So, Bob, who were now? I mean, the names of the characters and the names of the villains and so on in your pieces are just absolutely delectable, aren't they? I mean, the Whistler and the Shadow. Who are some of the others?
Some of the others. What do we got? There was Hall of Fantasy was one of the shows. Those other ones we just talked about. They were characters. Continuous characters. But there was a lot of great. I guess you call them anthology types, like Hall of Fantasy. What else was there? Lux Theater was another good one.
Did you have a favorite, Bob?
A favorite? I don't. I kind of like the ones that are a little bit off the wall. I think the one I was just looking at the other day, working on what's the name of that thing now? Lights Out. I thought that was a good Lights Out.
That's a little on the money, isn't it?
Well, it is. Yeah, like it could be. It was people who drank a lot like that show. I don't.
It's something like that. So, Bob, what drew you to Souk Radio?
Sooke Radio. Well, I've been a radio fan, like I said, all my life. I still am. I like those little, small town, or medium. I don't know, those little radio stations anyway. and they catch my attention. I find a lot of them. You can get them all. There's one off Cortez Island. I forget the call letters, but it's great. It kind of reminds me of what we're doing here.
And so we're going to be playing old time radio mystery theater for those who stay up late and those who don't, right? We're going to air it on Tuesday nights at 10 for those who stay up a little bit later, and on Sundays at 7. Which do you prefer, Bob? What's your preferred
Let
kind
me
of
let
time?
me write those two down.
Yeah, I think you know them.
And which do I like? Oh, well, the later the better. you know, keep keep. Well, I'm gonna aim for 3 a.m. myself, but just that seven's good, 10's good. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Bob, thanks so much for talking to me today. I really appreciate it. Can't wait to hear you on air.
I'm there.